Okay, thanks for joining me for the Northern Journey Let's Play. I'm with Erstein. Close enough.
Yeah, close enough. Yeah, I
Yeah,
stand.
yeah. So we'll play through Northern Journey. I'll start the new game. Okay, so we'll continue from here. So, how much of the game are you responsible for the art as well? And
I'm the responsible part for everything in the game.
mm,
The only thing I did not make was the save and load plugin, which I bought from the marketplace.
yeah, yeah.
Everything else is made by me.
It's such a beautiful game as well. Just looking around at the fog gives such an atmosphere. Like I'm a bit creepy, not creepy, but like I'm worried. I don't know where I am. I'm getting shot.
I mean, fog is always beautiful if you use it right. Because you start to get this distance. You start to understand things are far away. And I have been known to use fog heavily in things I do.
Ah, save it, disable. Okay. And are you a developer as well, professionally, or do you just make games as a hobby?
The inspiration. I'm trying to be a full-time dev, but I'm not now.
Okay.
I have a day job to keep myself afloat.
Yeah.
Currently.
I'm very excited to see where... I know we only get to play a little bit here, but from the trailers that I saw, I'm very excited to see what sort of things we'll run into, because there's so many monsters and lots to see.
It was very important for me to get a big variety in landscapes and enemies and all these things, because many of the, for example, enemies, it's not like they are very advanced in the AI, so I couldn't just put them everywhere in the game. Then they wouldn't have worked. So I usually made a small AI specifically that worked for a specific situation.
Yeah.
And then I didn't bother to try to expand the AI to work on several other locations. So I just made new enemies all the time. And of course, since they are not high resolution types of things, I figured that variation could kind of compensate for that.
Yeah. The water looks amazing too. There's just... I find it's so... Oh my god. I got surprised. I find it's so rare to see such big 3D games made by one person, so it's very, very impressive.
Yeah, thank you. But I'm sure there will be more of these types of things. I mean, it's probably only possible in these last years to make something like this as a single person, because the tools have gotten so good. So I'm sure we will see more of those kind of games.
This is so... there's so much here that I'm wondering. I have so many questions, and I'm very excited to see how it goes. Okay. And these are health, right? Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, the health vials. They are very inspired by the health vials in Hexen, because Hexen is an important game for this game. So I sort of, as a little homage, copied some of the health items to be similar to the ones used in Hexen. Because of course the game is kind of old school in a way.
Yeah. Just the wind. So I don't have the key. Ah, yes, of course I can jump. Yeah, there's so many creatures that as soon as you see them, they run away, and I'm wondering what exactly is it?
You're at the top now, at the little town, I assume.
Yeah. I'll pay my taxes.
Yeah. Again, because my NPCs, I mean, the NPCs was well made very early in the process. When I wasn't that good of making things in Blender yet.
Yeah.
So I mean, to make them, if they had just stood there quite statically, like many NPCs do, I think they would have been very boring. So again, to compensate for them looking the way they do, I tried to put them in some fun situations, and so you can kind of compensate for it.
Yeah, well, this is great too. The little kid sort of throwing or spitting the parts of the tree.
Yeah, try to make him look as obnoxious as possible.
Good company, of course. Yeah. Yeah, so you said use Blender, and the game, is it made in Unity, or how did you make the
Oh, it's made in Unreal Engine.
Unreal, okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Again, I tried. When I started out, I looked at the different game engines because I didn't know which one to use when I knew I wanted to make a game. So I first started trying CryEngine.
Yeah.
But it seemed really complicated to actually make your own things in it. I mean, once you get over putting the example level, after that I started wondering, but where do I actually start making things? And I understood with the programming part, and because it isn't very well documented, it would be impossible for me to make something with it. So I tried Unity. I kind of liked it, but of course first I needed to get the player controller working. Then I found an example on internet how to program the mouse look, and it was so complicated, I thought, to program it. So I figured I can't understand how I can make a game if I already find this complicated. So eventually I tried Unreal Engine and Blueprint. You know, the visual scripting language they have in Unreal. And I found that to just be amazing. Just because it was so quick to learn, and just because since it's node-based, there's so many. I mean, you don't get typing errors and all these types of things. It will basically tell you every time you do something wrong. So I found I could iterate so fast with it. So I think the main reason I could make this game is Blueprint.
Yeah, that makes sense. And I just realized now, I'm so sorry that I haven't even been sharing my screen with you. So you haven't been able to watch with me.
No, I haven't.
Let me share with you now.
Yeah, there we are.
Yeah. Yes, I'm still exploring now. I've found a big boulder blocking the trap, but I know I'm not strong enough. And in my journal, I have to find my way to the lighthouse.
Yeah, you have to do it. Yeah, not a gate rope. Good. So for those who didn't, in a sense, get it, of course that flute player is a sort of, it's like an aspect of Odin in a sense. It's not very important in the lore, but it's kind of inspired by our Odin character.
Oh, this is really, really cool. You're just so high up.
Yeah, I mean rope bridges. I mean, who doesn't like them?
Exactly.
I mean, that is one thing I found really fun with doing game dev was just imagining just a crazy place and then being able to make it and kind of play it. So I've made kind of like a movie before, but I found just game dev to be very good for a very good medium for creativity.
Yeah. Oh, I see. So how do I... Is it like this? Yeah.
Yep, that's like it. It's I found it to be always difficult to convey how systems work. Putting a lot of text on the screen. So I'm sure it's not perfect yet.
I have a bit of experience too with making games, and I agree that's one thing that, because you as the developer, it's just so obvious to you that you would do this and you would do that it is very difficult to convey to players what to do, and some players just don't read anything and all of a sudden they're stuck because they haven't read, and it's difficult.
Yeah, that is very true. And of course, you yourself know from a technical, you know why you did it the way you did it.
Yeah.
But of course, the player might not understand that at all. So, yeah, I know it's that is difficult.
Yeah. Okay, lighthouse.
Yeah, lighthouse.
Ah, we have enemies.
Yeah, I had to write that very specifically because right when I had launched the game, I understood many people didn't they didn't understand how the sights worked.
Ah.
Because of course it's a ballistic projectile.
Yeah.
So I had to try to make sure they at least read it. Yeah, that was my bad.
Nice.
You see, usually I found after a while that I usually made about half the level, and then I started making the music for it, because now I have a lot of screenshots I can look at.
Oh yeah.
And I can try to make the music fit the screenshots I have. And of course, when you have the music starting to be a part of the testing the level, I mean, when you have both those things, you start to really understand what's good about the level and what's not. So I found the music to be very important to have during the process, and not just thrown onto it afterwards. And of course, making the music was something I really wanted also. I mean, it was very important for me.
Yeah, making the music is... Oh, there's Autorun, okay.
Yeah.
I make music too with some of the games that I've been able to work on, and it's so fun to be able to, like you said, if you have a screenshot or if you have a quick video and you use that as sort of a guide or inspiration to figure out the tone and everything, and it really brings everything together.
Yeah. When you find the right music, I mean, it's almost like magic when both the image and music suddenly work together.
Yeah. Oh, I should not have gone that way. Okay, so what do I need to do next? Open the forest path gates.
Yeah. So now you just need to return to the rope bridge, the large road, with the people with access.
Oh. Okay. And I'm wondering if this is the faster way. Maybe not?
I would think not.
Okay.
But, well, of course, both paths would.
Yeah.
And then now we can notice a thing I didn't know if you noticed the snake yet the last time.
Oh.
So I mean, that is one of the fun things I usually like. I don't know if you remember, there was a dog there, yeah, the last
Yeah,
time.
the dog's gone now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And the fun, this snake is suddenly fat.
And of course, it's just one big piece in the middle because it hasn't been eaten yet.
Yeah.
The auto run is perfect. I keep turning it on and off because I just like to do that instead of holding the button.
Yeah. Again, Autorun wasn't a function that I had when I released the game, but it was just a person on the Steam forum that suggested as you should have it. And I thought it was kind of unnecessary, but when I first tried to put it in, I mean, of course it should be there.
That's really cool that there's a map and now yeah, the auto run, I agree. Whoa. Caught me by surprise. The auto run is such a great feature. I'm really enjoying it.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I mean, I've gotten a lot of good suggestions from the Steam forum. Yeah,
I
because
see.
we were kind of like interaction with the trolls, but now we're not.
Ah, okay.
I did it like that because I'm trying to avoid all situations where AI code is going, and because if you save and load, the chances are so big that something strange will happen.
Yeah, it's a lot easier to separate the levels.
Yeah, trying to separate it. It's a shame you can't get the weapon up because you will probably need it soon.
But
and it didn't work the one button.
No,
either.
oh no. No, I think you're right. My OBS must be causing problems. But I think at the same time the Let's Play must come to an end very soon as well. So I'll just try to run a bit further. But yeah.
I don't think you get killed yet.
But yeah, now we have the absorber, and I won't be able
to it's a practical item. It is because one time, I mean, I suddenly discovered you could basically speedrun the whole game without ever interacting with enemies. So I made the absorber thing so you had to make some kills to open some gates.
Yeah.
So you had sort of like a reason to kill things because the enemies do not drop loot or anything like that. And I also found the absorber to be a good thing for checking water depth, because as you see when you are looking at the water, there is this green circle.
Yeah.
And it's telling you basically that this is deep. You can walk here, but if it's red, you know you cannot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because if the water isn't translucent, you kind of have to know that.
I'm having so much fun just, oh my god. No.
Yeah.
I was having so much fun just kind of exploring and seeing what comes next. But I think that's the perfect way to end the Let's Play with me dying like that.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah. Well, this was a lot of fun. Is there anything else that you'd like to mention? You mentioned before that you're still updating the game and it's available on Steam if anyone's interested.
Yeah. It's still available, and I'm updating every bug and everything I am aware of. I'm trying to do, and of course there are some bigger updates I should probably try to do as well, like getting a controller working. I mean, you can get it working, but you have to go buy some other type of thing.
Yeah.
Like this one, yeah. But basically the game should work very stable now, as far as I know.
Yeah, it was really fun, and I didn't have any issue. Well, I think the OBS wasn't letting me pull up the sling, but otherwise everything was really fun and it worked really well, and I had a lot of fun again, like discovering and seeing the different characters and how there's so many funny interactions with them, and then sometimes they're giving you quests, and yeah, I had a really fun time.
Yeah, good. Thank you.
Yeah, well, thanks for joining me, and this was the Let's Play for Northern Journey. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.